And we have an update to the White House lockdown that happened earlier today, and nope, it was not aliens. Business Insider and a couple other sites that I've seen are both reporting the same thing. A flock of birds near restricted airspace could have been responsible for a mysterious White House lockdown. They did have earlier today a pilot by the handle of Blackjack had reported seeing a flock of birds headed that direction to the flight tower. Everything pretty much fits into that. The White House did state that the big reason that they went under lockdown was because of under threat of possible drones in the area. That was their reasoning for it. A big enough flight of birds does create a radar signature. Let's see here. 2 days before millions of Americans are expected to feast on turkey for Thanksgiving, a flock of birds is theorized to have been responsible for the White House lockdown in the early hours of the morning on Tuesday. It most likely was birds. Very doubtful it was drones, and almost impossible it was aliens, but I would love for it to have been aliens. And this video will be demonetized, so the only way to beat this thing is for you guys to like and comment and subscribe and dislike the video if you dislike it. But yeah, this video, every video I put up is just absolutely straight off the bat just hit. The White House was placed on lockdown between 8:30 a.m. to 9:15, so a little bit less than an hour, so not too bad, due to an unauthorized aircraft flying in restricted airspace, according to reporters on the scene. They did dispatch jets, I know that. The North American Aerospace Defense Command and Canada's first responder to an aerial threat. Canada's first responder to an aerial threat. Interesting. Why? Why is Canada's first responder to an aerial threat? That would be an interesting thing to look up. Or if somebody knows, comment and tell me why. What is interesting? That's interesting about that. Huh. Scrambled U.S. Coast Guard helicopters to investigate the scene. No military fighter jets were dispatched. See, the earlier report said that they had immediately dispatched fighter jets. Aha. See? As news goes on and facts develop, our information changes, and we have to be open to that. So the earlier report was probably just going based upon what their standard operating procedures are, and they assumed that jets were dispatched. U.S. military, by the time the lockdown was lifted, it was unclear what prompted the warning. They did not find any aircraft, though. I don't know if this report will mention the pilot that had... This report isn't. There was another report that had mentioned that earlier that day, right around that time, there was a pilot whose handle was Blackjack, had reported to a tower that they almost hit a large flock of birds and that they were heading that direction. So most likely it's going to be birds. I wanted it to be aliens. And this video will be demonetized simply for talking about it. I don't understand it. Yeah. So I'm fighting YouTube. I'm fighting the channel. Best way for you guys to help out is to have some sort of interaction with it. Give it a thumbs up. The only way we can beat YouTube's algorithm is to get to the point where, hey, you know, maybe they say they'll look at some of my videos, but right now it's just constant erasing, uploading, trying to figure out what works. So that's where we're at with that. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are smart. You guys are some of the best people on the internet that I know of. You guys got it going on. You guys love the information. I'm happy to be able to bring you these updates. And anyway, you guys can help me out with a thumbs up, thumbs down, even a comment. That would be great. A share would be fantastic. YouTube is not my friend. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one.